So I was in deep thought this morning while getting ready for work, and I realized something. My mom was psychic, I'm trying to tell you. And I never thought about it until now when I was just kind of reflecting on things. But she always knew things. Like when I was younger, I had imaginary friends and they all had names, and she would always tell me like my imaginary friends reminded her of relatives that had passed, like her grandfather or her sister. So she would tell me they were my guardian angels. Well, people thought that was weird. So even my dad used to be like, you need to break her out of that. That don't look right. People gonna look at us like we crazy. And my mom would always say, no, I got a feeling about this. I feel like these are her angels. They're protecting her. Let her have them. And she would set the table for them and leave empty seats and tell people like, don't sit right there, Charles is sitting right there. And she'll like set a piece of cake right there, like Charles likes this cake. Or we would have tea parties with them. Or, I realized later that she was really feeding my gift, and because of her, she helped me to really blossom, even though it kind of went away for years. She never really stopped me from doing it. She always encouraged my imagination and my creativity, no matter what it was. I had my oldest son at a very young age. I was still a teenager, and I remember being upset and angry, and I was like, Ma, I don't want no kids. I'm too young. I want to go to college. No. And she looked at me and she was like, you gonna have this baby. She was like, this baby is special and you're going to have him. It's like she knew. She was like, he's going to be special. You got to have him. She knew it was a boy. She called him he before I even found out what I was having. And she would always say, Jasmine, I got a good feeling about this baby. And I had him. It was a boy, and he shares a birthday with Dr. Martin Luther King. And I remember having him and she screaming in the hospital room, I told you that boy's special. Look what day his birthday on. And it used to be so hilarious how she would treat him, because she knew. Even on her dying bed, she told me he was special. She was like, I'm telling you, that boy's special. He gonna be something. And my oldest son, he's just different. I can't explain him. He's just a good student. He's like an astounding athlete. He's just this great kid. He's had his bumps over the years, but he's just this. She already pre-seen who he was going to be. And even though we all have this natural gut instinct, now that I think of it, I think she was a little bit more advanced than some, and another example would be like raising me. She was like always so hard on me. And I was like, why are you so hard on me? I had like 5 brothers. She waited on them hand and foot. I'm telling y'all, if they had a problem, she solved it. No, I had to figure it out on my own. As a matter of fact, as soon as I got old enough to be on my own, she put me out. And it's crazy. I used to be so mad at her for that for so many years. Like, you favor them. I thought she favored them. And I remember when she was dying and I was taking care of her, and I just had to ask. And I was like, Ma, I was like, why was you always so hard on me? She said, because something told me not to go easy on you. She said, something told me that you were going to have a hard life and you had to learn how to cope. You had to learn how to take care of yourself. And she told me that I was destined for greatness. She said, you're going to be something big. She said, I don't know what you're going to be, but you're going to help a lot of people. And she was like, I had to be hard on you. And because she was so hard on me, and because I had to learn how to pave my own way, that's what made me who I am today. So now that I can actually look back at it and be thankful for it, when I first came into my spiritual path, I thought I was the ambassador. I was the one. But there's so many of us in our family, and they have their own ways of paying homage to ancestors. And I have a cousin, she's like the family historian, and she traces everybody. She keeps pictures of everybody. She's got pictures of everybody all over her house, and she teaches the younger generations about everybody. And to me, that's the way of paying homage, by remembering them. Or my mom would always tell us stories about our ancestors and all types of stuff like that, and she kept track of things like that, and that was a way of paying homage. And even though, I know she was convinced, but I'm not sure how convinced she was that my imaginary friends were actually her relatives, but she paid homage to them by allowing me to do what I did with them. She gave us tea parties, for Christ's sake. Pajama parties. We made like forts in my bedroom so we could have sleepovers. I'm just saying, if I tell y'all how many games she participated in with people she couldn't see or hear that I could hear or see, it's astounding. And she never made me feel like I was different or I was crazy. And that's because somewhere on the inside, she knew. I believe that, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and feel like, okay, I'm special because I'm psychic or I'm a medium or I'm above everyone else, but everyone has gifts. And I tell people that all the time. You just gotta figure out what your gift is. My teacher teaches the three main gifts are teaching, counseling, and healing. You don't have to be a psychic medium or anything like that to have all three. Or you don't have to have this big old master degree to do either. Everybody has a gift. My mom had the gift of counsel. You know what I mean? She was able to talk to people to make them feel better and heal people through counsel. I'm a healer. I'm a nurse. I went to school and got a degree to be a nurse, but my gift is through counsel. I talk to people. And then there are people that are good at teaching. I just spoke with a gentleman the other day, and he's a great teacher, so everyone has gifts, even my mother. And I never really thought about how gifted she really was, until after she died. And I had went through a hard time and I wanted to call her up on the phone. And I always knew she always had a way of, when I get overwhelmed and it's too much on me, like, she always has a way of helping me sort through things. Okay, like, Jasmine, slow down. Let's prioritize. What's most important? What's second? What's third? You would think that I would know how to do that, but when I'm overwhelmed or I'm upset, I can't think. So she was like, I used to call her my think tank. I'd call her like, okay, Jazz, I'm not gonna do it for you, but I'm gonna help you sort through it. This is this. What's first? What's second? What's third? Well, that stuff over there ain't important. Forget it. You can't control that. She kind of helped me through it. That's the gift of counsel. That's what she was good at. And a lot of people came to her for that. What's your gift? Are you good at teaching people? Do you like to teach? Are you a healer? Do you like to put hands on people or send energy? Do people feel good when they're in your presence? Sometimes that's healing alone. When somebody can come sit with you and feel good in your energy, that's a good thing. Are you a counselor? Do you like to talk to people? Do people feel better after they get done talking to you? Sometimes people just need somebody to listen to. So, thanks for watching my video. I just had to share my revelation. I'm really thinking about my mom. I miss her a lot. But I know that she's still guiding me. I can hear her voice sometimes, even fussing me. Thanks for checking me out. If you want to book a reading, you can hit my website up at www.jazzthemedium.com, and you can book your reading that way. You can always shoot me an email at jazzthemedium@gmail.com. If you're having trouble sleeping, I offer the perfect product. It's called the Dream Catcher, and it really works. It's all natural herbs and essential oils, no extra drugs or chemicals, no pills, no extra nothing. You just put a few drops on your skin and you sleep like a baby. So check it out. Peace.